many years and answers and revelations you've given me through the channels?
No, you're not imagining, but it may be coming from a lot of different sources, not necessarily just us. It could be coming from your own higher mind or spirit guides and all sorts of places.
Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. I'm really grateful to you for all the insight you've given me, though, because I use it in my life so well.
It is our passion and our pleasure to do so, and we thank you for being willing to apply it, because you don't have to.
Oh, wow, that takes the pressure off. That really helps.
All right. Anything else you would like to discuss?
Yes, I had a question. This was the original question I was supposed to ask you to start. And it's,
Yes.
Do I have my own UFO on Earth? And I think I know what you're going to say. Somewhere in a past lifetime, I've left a UFO. I can find it again by being in a certain resonance, more so than just staying in the vibration. But what more is there than staying in the vibration?
Well, first of all, it's not your past life. You're making a connection to someone who exists simultaneously with you, who does have that experience. And therefore, in a sense, it's findable if you are in the correct vibrational state, if that is important for the theme you need to experience in this life.
With open contact coming, would you say it's probably appropriate?
It is a probability, but I'm not going to give you any percentages on that because it's too early and too many things are in flux.
Oh, wow. What are the major things in flux that would need to change? Does it have to do with deeper set negative beliefs?
It has to do with a lot of things going on your planet in the collective consciousness and what they are ready for.
Although my individual world, I can create and bolster whatever reality I choose.
Except for the things you have agreed to abide by, that doesn't leave anyone else behind.
Leaving people behind. Although you can never really do that, I guess, if we're eternal souls. And
yes, but in the immediate physical sense, you have a governor on yourself to make sure that you stay in step with certain aspects of the collective agreement so that there will be benefit for all concerned.
Could you go into that further?
In other words, the timing is important as to when that might occur. That would be of the greatest benefit for the greatest number of individuals who also seek some similar vibrational experience. So you can help not just yourself, but many people by accepting the appropriate timing for such discoveries as you have described it.
Okay, so we don't have to know ahead of time because it could mess with it. And yeah, that's another thing. I have heard some of your predictions, like the Sphinx and the UFO under it being excavated, and then went into a state of expectation. And then I think I've sabotaged it from happening as soon as you initially
It's not a sabotage. It's an opportunity for you to explore any limiting beliefs within you and to relax into appropriate timing.
Wow.
Even the idea or the definition that you would consider that sabotage is something that's important to work on.
Right, because of baggage from my upbringing, I would say.
Yes. So it's an opportunity, and therefore the UFO acts as an opportunity, as an incentive for you to work on clearing out the vibrational beliefs that aren't compatible with the idea of the probability of encountering the UFO.
Wow, so as I work out the issue, or I bring it to the surface or transform it by embracing it and giving gratitude, then the UFO becomes more likely.
Yes, but you have to be careful not to attach more expectation and insistence to that, because you don't really know what more likely means in terms of the timing.
Wow. So yeah, I can't claim to know what would actually happen either. That makes sense.
And you wouldn't want to, because again, you'll spoil the surprises.
Right, like everything else that seems to manifest in life. It seems like it's not happening, nothing's happening, and then all of a sudden it's like,
yes,
when it's not happening, especially, it starts happening.
Yes, exactly so. So
what state
Don't
to be in the state? What's the best state to always believe that it's not happening or know that it's not happening, that like constantly
live in the moment, deal with what is happening, follow the formula. That's all you need to do. It's designed to do that. It's designed to keep you in the present and deal with what is happening in the most positive way.
if I'm not in a state of it manifesting, is that
You are always manifesting something, or you wouldn't be having a physical reality experience.
well, that's true.
So it's not like you don't know how to manifest. You just need to relax your insistence or expectation on what it is you think you need to manifest and when. And you have to start trusting the way your life unfolds. Relax into the present. Whatever it is that is happening is the most important thing in the world that could be happening at that moment. And if you relate to it from a positive place, you will extract the benefit from it that will carry you forward in appropriate timing. If you resist it, this shouldn't be happening, I should be farther along, something else should be happening, then you stay stuck exactly where you are until you get the message that the present experience is meant to bring you.
Wow. It's all now. So what else is there?
Exactly. So stay in the present and things will accelerate, because everything you need can only happen to you in the now. And if you're not home, if you're not here, and you're not now, then you cannot experience the manifestations that are important for you to experience in the now. You have to be home to receive the packages.
And that's breathing, I believe. Breathing properly, which I oftentimes just hold my breath for very long periods.
All right. Well, again, with the exception of certain exercises that are designed to allow you to hold your breath for a variety of reasons, yes, just breathe and keep moving and keep relating to whatever's happening in the most positive way you can. Even if something manifests that you don't objectively prefer, you just realize it's not vibrationally compatible with what you prefer, that doesn't mean it's not there for a reason. And if nothing else, you can more clearly understand what you prefer by having manifested something that you don't prefer. And therefore you've used what you don't prefer in a positive way. And then it can move on because you've used it. You've learned the lesson.
Essentially, it's saying I am all that I perceive, right? And being
Yes.
without your is it letting the ego tell us that we're better than something, or something is better than something.
Without the negative, yes, without the negative ego. Because the true ego doesn't tell you anything. It just allows you to experience whatever it is you're experiencing as clearly as possible. That's the positive ego. It's just doing its job of allowing you to have a physical reality experience. It's the negative ego that thinks it needs to control that experience. You're already in control. The negative ego doesn't believe that you are, and therefore tries to take over and control everything. But that's exactly the opposite of control. That's desperation and feeling like you're disconnected.
Sorry?
That's desperation, feeling like you're disconnected.
Right. Which is part of my baggage.
All right. So, you are in control. Just go with the flow. Go with your own current. Don't swim upstream. You will land exactly where you need to because your current knows exactly where you need to go. It's designed for you. So, don't overthink. Just relax into the flow. The flow knows exactly what needs to happen. Let your life unfold in an automatic and perfectly timed way. Don't try so hard.
Am I trying too hard right now?
To some degree, but you're relaxing a bit as we go.
A bit, yeah. Correct. Well,
So, anything else, or do you have what you need?
Oh, I could go on. I could spend a lot of time talking to you, or at least being.
Well, all right, but remember, the more you absorb and understand what we're saying, the more you can answer your own questions.
Oh my.
Because many times people ask the same question over and over in different clothing. And the answer is the same to all of it. Follow the formula, Be in the now. Act on your passion. Be yourself.
Wow.
It's designed, it's a distillation of how reality works, designed to allow things to be easy by giving you an instruction manual for how it works. Just follow the instructions, as you would with any device that you would like to utilize that comes with instructions. A, B, C, D, E. Follow the instructions, it'll work. Don't follow the instructions, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, maybe it'll work to your disadvantage. Just follow the instructions. Everything is working already. Just follow the instructions. The instructions tell you how it's working, why it works. That's all you have to do. That's why we give you the formula. Act on your passion to the best you can, with no insistence, no expectation as to the outcome, no assumption of that. Stay in a positive state, no matter what happens. Examine your belief systems. Let go of the ones that don't serve you. That's it. Very simple. No need to overcomplicate it. Just follow the instructions as precisely as possible.
Wonderful.
Does that help you?
Helps me very much. Very much.
Take a breath. All right. So, moving on, is there something else?
Okay. Well, of many questions that I've wanted to ask you, I keep coming back to this one. I guess it's the most exciting. As Jesus taught you how to neutralize the effect of negative actions through forgiveness to your ancient civilization,
Forgiving others is forgiving yourself for having attracted the experience that you don't prefer. In other words, it's freedom. Forgiveness is freedom. Otherwise, if you don't forgive, you're anchoring yourself to the negative experience and the negative energy, and why would you want to do that? Yeshua is for you and earth. We have Shekinah, which taught us the same thing.
Shekinah.
Yes. The aspect of all that is the teacher, that is the shifter and the changer. But your expression of that is either Yeshua or Buddha or Krishna or many faces of all that is.
Is that throughout the billions of years that the same souls keep reincarnating as...
Reincarnation is an illusion.
Oh.
Remember, everything exists now, which means everyone exists now. So you're never someone else, but you make energetic connections to them, and from your linear perspective, interpret them as memories. So experiential reincarnation is real. You can have the experience as if you have reincarnated in a linear fashion, but what you're really doing is connecting to other beings that exist at the same time you do and drawing down experience from them, which you interpret as memories, to guide you in this life, as they may be doing the same with you.
So
remember, everything is now. Everything is now. Everything is now. Everything is now. Does that help you?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, it very much does.
We will say that is sufficient unto the day.
Okay. I go on for hours. Thank you so much.
You are welcome. Aveo.
Aveo. Thank you.
In our language, that means in service.
And my third and final question was if you could please give or share a geometric calling card to deepen my relationship with Kernanos, or the winter spirit, have you referred to him?
Kernanos, the winter spirit, would be as the idea of focusing on the antlers themselves, just the antlers, but with an understanding of what it represents, with a connection to nature, a very deep, pervading connection to the idea of the world of those nature spirits, the energy of the plasticity that allows them to come and go in physical form. So focus on the antlers as an anchor point but retain the idea that they're connected to something that is constantly shifting, constantly coming in and out of physical reality. A heartbeat that comes and goes and connects and bridges what you consider physical reality to be and the non-physical aspect, the non-physical skin, so to speak, or dimension of the earth itself. I know that sounds a little cryptic and poetic, but nevertheless, it's the best way to describe the vibrational frequency and symbol that represents Kerninos.
Hello, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
Thank you for taking my question.
Oh, it is our passion and our pleasure to do so.
I was wondering if you could explain a little bit more about the alternate realities of Earth. Are we individually creating these, or is it more of a collective?
Both. There are collectives in every alternate reality. If you identify and vibrate in alignment with them, then you join that collective as an individual. Yeah.
So my version, though, might be slightly different than what other people.
Yes, but similar enough that you can agree to experience what seems to be the same reality, even though it's not.
Okay.
That agreement takes place on a different level. But yes, it can be similar enough that you say, oh yes, we're in the same reality. We're sharing the same reality. You're not, but it can seem so.
Okay. And then, as I think I heard you say in some previous discussions, that it was like we could see other people's realities, but we're still moving apart from.
Yes, it's like there are glass walls between the splitting realities at this point, so you can still see the other realities so that they can see yours, so that you can decide whether what they're doing is something you would prefer to choose or what you're doing is something they would prefer to choose. So for a while, you will allow each other to see all the different choices, but eventually those glass walls will become more and more opaque. And eventually you will only experience that which is compatible with the realities that you have shifted to or through.
Okay. All right. I think I understand.
Oh, all right. Thank you. Anything else?
No, that was it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Ave.